and I are headed out for our morning walk. There's some really wonderful hiking trails on this property. Going on walks with Niko kind of feels like going on a walk with a toddler. She just stops and she has to sniff and look around, and then she might just sit down for a minute. And I just get a little bit ahead of her, and then, oh, here she comes, bouncing over. She's so cute when she bounces. Just walking through the forest, I got this incredibly fragrant whiff of peppermint, and I looked down and it's like growing all over. So I'm gonna harvest some peppermint. I think I'll be making some sun tea today. I love mint. It is so absolutely beautiful here. Just want to lay in the tall grass. Gotta water the garden though. I haven't even checked on the little babies. I still don't have water hooked up to the garden yet, so I've just been hauling little jars down, and that's working for the time being because I just have these few flats of starts. But I don't want to plant into the garden beds until I actually have water hooked up because I'm not going to be hauling water for a bed. And the zucchini is ready to go into the ground, and I think any day now my landlord should be getting back. Probably get the water hooked up then. I actually might do some bed prep today. The only thing I want to do with these beds is add some azomite, and then the compost is already laid on, so I'll just lightly cultivate it in. That's one bed ready for planting. I was going to amend all 4 beds today with azomite. However, it's a bit of a breezy day, and I can just see the azomite just blowing away in the wind, and I want to keep as much of it in the soil as possible. So I'm going to wait till a less breezy day to do the rest of the amending, but it feels good to have one bed ready. Other than that, I guess I just want to share my feelings about my garden. I got a late start, spent the spring in transition, moving out of the city and to this beautiful property. The seedlings just struggled. They had a lot of cold, wet days. Everything feels behind. Like, I really feel like I should have stuff in the ground. I just really wish I could be harvesting my own kale from the garden right about now. I'm just doing my best. And if things are moving slow, things are meant to move slow. Anyhow, thanks for being here. I appreciate you all following along on this journey, however it unfolds. And it is officially tea time, so that's what I'm going to do. My landlord gave me permission to take this plant out. This is like really bad feng shui. For those who study feng shui, you know. Not only is it sharp and pokey, it's also really diseased and it's just crowded and it's just bad chi. Bad chi. Oh, yeah. That cuts so easy. Ooh, holy moly, that's a workout. I'm just chipping it off slowly by slowly. So yeah, I'm gonna take a little break and then maybe go inside, and it's probably about breakfast time for me. While I was pregnant and nursing my son, massaged kale salad was one of those foods that helped sustain me. I was one of those lucky moms whose kid would eat anything I put in front of him, including a bowl of kale. At age 6, he told me his favorite food that I made was liver and onions. That's the kind of eater I had, a 6-year-old who loved liver and onions. Then I had a full circle moment the other week when he called me to ask how I make my massaged kale salad. Of course, it's slightly different every time I make it, but I was able to give him the basics. And I'm sure he'll put his own spin on it. That was absolutely delicious, and I'm recharged and ready to tackle this beast. It's not coming out easy, but I guess I'll just consider it part of my workout for today. Woo-woo! That monstrosity has been liberated. Hallelujah! I just got back from a whole whirlwind of running errands in town, but I decided to just stop by a friend's house real quick just to see if she was home, and she was, and we had a quick cup of tea, and she gave me the most amazing gift. She's having like the most incredible rose bumper crop year ever. Like her roses are exploding. It just so happens I put dried rose petals in my goat milk soaking salts. So I'm gonna get these in the dehydrator and oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Thank you, Sarah. I love you. Silas is coming over tonight. He just got back from Alaska late last night from his training. And we're gonna have a nice little lovely dinner. Look at that color. It's gonna be so good. That is what summer tastes like. It's so good. And vitamin C rich. I have decided I'm gonna experiment with a creamy chicken liver dish. I'm just gonna wing it. I feel like add enough seasoning and enough onions, it's gonna be good, right? So let's just go for it. I just heard his car pull up.
It's only been 2 weeks, but it feels longer.
I know, it does feel longer.
We need some liver on those plates.
Oh my gosh, and the sun tea, babe. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. All right, let's dress it up. who's going to show
when
up.
she's around.
Sabrina's actually up in Alaska with Wally.
You do a great job, sweetie.
The next morning, Sai got inspired to draft up plans for our garden's irrigation system. We're using drip tape, 3 lines per bed, and all connected to a timer.
Drip Depot irrigation kit for small farms, kit size. I think the deluxe is perfect for $270.
Well, Sai just naturally jumped into a project like he does. We were discussing the irrigation system this morning, and he just decided to take that on. He's watching tutorials and pricing out supplies from different vendors, and love to hand that one off. I'm glad to hand the irrigation off to Sai. And I'm going to actually transplant the zucchini and cucumber in 4-inch pots today. I was hoping to get them in the ground today, but we still don't have the water situation figured out. I just need to collect those babies, and then I'll have more cell space available to start some seeds of different melons. I'm not sure exactly what I have. And winter squash. I think what I'm going to do for the mix that the zucchini and cucumber are going to go into is walk around and try to see if I can find some fresh gopher mounds, and then mix that with some compost and have this sort of balanced ratio of some of the earth from this land already and some nutrients. Several good mounds right here. In a world that seems to be moving at an ever-accelerating pace, gardening is that thing that grounds me. It brings me back to my center, and it teaches me patience and humility and gratitude. And there's a kind of honesty in it. There's no shortcuts, no instant results, just the slow, steady progress and learning to pay attention to something that's actually real. Every seed planted is a small act of faith, and every harvest is a blessing. A garden gives me something that's steady and grounded in a world that feels quite overwhelming sometimes. The tending becomes a kind of prayer that's spoken with presence and consistency and love, and it cultivates a deeper connection with the land, the seasons, and my own physical body. And there's joy in it too, not just in the harvest, but in the whole process. The garden is where I really belong. After transplanting and ordering irrigation supplies, we had one thing we really needed to wrap up, and that was to complete our mushroom log inoculation.
It's kind of a dusty job here. We'll want a dust mask for this one.
A few weeks prior, we had begun this project, but we didn't have enough spawn to get through the entire pile of logs and had to order some more.
This bit from North Spore is so worth it. It's like $20, but it makes the job so much easier.
It's quite a process, and we ended up spending the rest of the day working on it. That's going to wrap it up for this week. Thanks for being here, and hopefully we'll catch you next Sunday. Cheers.